HOA took my road without asking, so I... For 23 years, Clara Whitmore had driven down Sycamore Lane, the quiet, tree-lined private road that led to her cottage and 3 other homes. It was narrow, peaceful, and hers, or so she thought. Until the morning she found a bright orange sign hammered into her front lawn. HOA property, no trespassing. Violators subject to fine. Signed by none other than HOA President Darnell Reeves. Clara's stomach dropped. They'd quietly filed paperwork, reclassified the road, and locked her out. Without a word. Clara dug into county records. Sure enough, the HOA had exploited a loophole. Since the road wasn't formally deeded to any homeowner, they claimed it under common area expansion. Her neighbors, timid, retired, or just tired, shrugged. What can we do? But Clara, a former investigative journalist turned freelance editor, smelled injustice. She bought a scanner, a notebook, and started attending every HOA meeting. Darnell smirked. "Welcome to the process, Miss Whitmore." Clara didn't yell, didn't threaten. She documented every misfiled form, every unannounced fee, every rule bent for Darnell's friends. She started a neighborhood newsletter, the Sycamore Scroll, printed on recycled paper and slipped under doors. Gentle, informative, devastating. Did you know your voluntary holiday decoration fee is now mandatory? Page 3. Circulation grew. Whispers turned to conversations. Darnell called it propaganda. Clara called it transparency. When the HOA scheduled a community beautification day to repave Sycamore Lane and install a gate coded only for HOA board members, Clara sprang into action. She organized a historic Sycamore Lane walk, inviting the town historian, local press, and even the mayor's office. Dozens showed up. Children rode bikes. Elders told stories of the road's origins. Cameras flashed as Clara stood where the gate would go and said, "You can't pave over memory." The project was postponed indefinitely. At the next HOA meeting, Clara presented a petition signed by 89% of homeowners demanding the road be returned to shared access. Darnell tried to table it. Clara played her trump card. Audio recordings, legally obtained in her state, of board members joking about teaching Clara a lesson and admitting they'd fast-track the road grab to boost Darnell's real estate resale value. Gasps filled the room. One board member stood up. "I resign." "This isn't why I joined." Darnell fought back, threatened lawsuits, called Clara a nuisance. But the tide had turned. Homeowners filed formal complaints. The county launched a review. And Clara? She started a GoFundMe, not for herself, but to restore Sycamore Lane with permeable pavers, native plants, and a little free library at the corner. Donations poured in, even from strangers who'd read her scroll. The local paper ran a front-page feature, "Woman versus HOA, and how she's winning without raising her voice." 6 months later, the HOA officially deeded Sycamore Lane back to the 4 homeowners as a shared easement. The gate plans were scrapped. Darnell resigned after losing re-election to Margaret Cho, a retired librarian and Clara's quiet ally from day one. At the reopening celebration, neighbors brought pies, strung lights, and danced in the street. Clara stood at her mailbox watching children chase fireflies where orange signs once stood. A new sign now hung at the lane's entrance, painted by local kids. "Sycamore Lane, where the road belongs to everyone." Clara smiled. She hadn't vanished their cars. She'd reclaimed something better, community.